Good afternoon. My name is Bob. This is a unit called the Bridge, a PowerPoint unit. It's a practical demonstration of my fourth favorite learning strategy. It's kind of a cohesive unit of expandable knowledge that a student can learn and use for maybe a lifetime. The first learning strategy is called brainstorming. It basically is the base tower of the bridge. Write down and get a piece of paper and write down all your ideas in a big blob and have a little bit of fun with the art and pick and choose elements as you go along. The second one is called SQR3. I was introduced to SQR3 way back in grade 4. It's the S stands for survey. Is when you open up a chapter in a book, you read the title and survey the material on the page and formulate some questions as to what it is you want to learn from the unit. You can then in the second part you write your questions down, and the third part is over here. Over here is basically reading it 3 times. You read to for the first time basically for the enjoyment and to get a handle on what it says. The second time you read it is to answer the questions as you go along, and the third time you read it is basically reading and reciting the questions, the answers to the questions as you go along. What is such and such and such and such is, and it becomes a unit of knowledge after a while. Oh, I was doing good. The second part is the herringbone. Basically, herringbone is a deck. It's kind of the same as brainstorming. You write your units and your bits of information and things down in a herringbone pattern, and it becomes easy to see where it is you want to go and what it is you want to do with the elements that you're going to place in the program. The third one is the blackboard, basically the suspension cables of the bridge. In this one here, you'll notice I have weather and weather, 2 spellings of the same word and two different meanings. I used to get them confused and spell different. First one is whether or not A comes before B, or one comes before 2. Weather is still spelled the same. W-H-E-A-T-H-E-R is still spelled the same. Weather. The other one is weather. Whether or not coldness, and rain and snow. Basically, I broke it down into Heather, different spelling units. Heather, heat, eat, the, and leather. And by looking at it on the board and seeing it in color like that, I won't forget how to spell it. Forget the spelling and or the meaning. This one is this blackboard is one of my favorite things, way of organizing learning. For a long time I didn't know which province was which. I knew the names of them, but I didn't know which one was east and which one was west. And I come up with this little anachronism here, I won't forget. BASMO is British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario. by having it on the board and in a map like that, it becomes second nature, and I can read them off now without even looking at the map. But I did get confused a lot. This is basically how I organize my material with the anachronisms. I hope everybody found this interesting and useful, and thank you.